people, it is Thursday, December 22nd. It's 2:20 in the afternoon. It's 4 degrees Celsius outside. And I'm in a car, obviously, with Megan and her dad is behind the wheel, and we are driving to Guelph from downtown Toronto. So I thought I would record the ride out of the city at least. Probably not all the way to Guelph, but at least until we get out of the city onto the highways. We'll be taking Highway 401 to get to Guelph, but before that we'll head down to the Gardiner Expressway, and we're going to head westbound on the Gardiner to the 427, and then northbound on the 427 to the 401. So I'll just record the ride, and we'll just sit back and see what there is to see.
Are you live now?
I am live, yes. And I just finished my live stream right before this.
Really?
Yeah.
Megan and I were doing some reminiscing. I grew up, I lived here for many years worked down here. It's never changed, especially on the other side of Yonge. Wow.
Oh, I know. Oh, for sure.
This area hasn't changed a whole lot.
Yeah, east of Yonge has gone crazy with new buildings. Yeah. And there's a lot more on the way too.
Went into Kensington Market, Lawrence Market, St. Lawrence Market. Haven't been in years. It's such a great place.
Yeah.
Such a great place. You live in the area, Ken, right? You live in that area?
I live east of Yonge, yeah.
East of Yonge.
Kind of between Jarvis and Sherbourne. And we're going to beat the storm.
We are.
Yes.
Yeah. It started to hail a little bit while I was live streaming right near the end of the stream, and I thought, oh no, is it starting already?
Yeah, we were seeing some flurries and stuff, and we were like, uh-oh.
And then it started raining a little bit, and I was like, okay, now the rain is starting, but then it stopped now too, but it's going to be coming.
Well, they said it's going to rain first, and then it's going to flash freeze like later today, and then it's going to become like a skating rink by tomorrow morning.
Right.
So that'll be interesting.
cars are trying to get onto the Gardiner here, eh?
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
see Front Street right now. It's
Yeah.
becoming quite the clusterfuck of stuff.
Oh. Remember your dad's in the car?
Oh, sorry. That's my favorite word.
I know, I've heard it twice today from you.
It's so
Oh, I
descriptive.
gotta talk to your mother.
It's so descriptive. It just describes so much.
It does.
I don't even know what else to call it sometimes.
Like American politics.
Yes, exactly. What other word is there for that? Just it's very elegant language. It's simple and to the point.
This building here, Megan, Stantec. So now Stantec used to be typesetters. That whole building was typesetters
What's it?
before computers.
What's a typesetter?
Well, when you wanted to print something, you had to send it down to typesetters, and they, movable type, would set the type
Oh wow.
and give you proofs that you'd send to the printer.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. What was it? They published books and everything. I've got a few of their books on typography, and they actually designed fonts down here. They used to, right there.
Wow.
I've got a few books upstairs. It's amazing.
Yeah, that sounds like a lost art.
Yeah, totally.
Isn't Stantec also like an oil and gas company or something?
I think so, yeah.
Because in Edmonton, there's a new building downtown called Stantec Tower. It's like
Wow.
the tallest building in Edmonton now.
Yeah, how did you enjoy Edmonton?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, did you do any streaming from Edmonton?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we went downtown.
I grew up in Calgary.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Arch enemies, Calgary and Edmonton.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they still are, right?
still are.
Yeah. But downtown Edmonton was not very hospitable when we went. It was crazy cold and windy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like air straight from the Arctic, just tumbled in straight
Yeah.
from the Arctic. Just nothing in between that. Just
This is the Globe and Mail building here, is it? Is this Front Street up here?
Yeah, that's Front Street. That's the new development called the Well.
Really?
Yeah,
Is
the
Globe and
Globe
Mail
the
still
Globe
there?
and Mail moved.
No
It's on
kidding.
King Street East now in a new
Oh,
building.
man.
But funnily enough, the Toronto Star is relocating their offices into this new building here.
Oh, really? Isn't that funny?
So now the Star is going to be where the Globe
Globe.
used to be. Yeah, but new building though.
Did they
but-
tear down the old Globe building?
They did, yeah.
There was doors on that building that were stunning. All stainless
yeah?
steel, the old style.
Oh
deco
wow!
Doors.
I wonder if they preserved those.
I don't know.
somehow.
I have a few photographs of those doors.
But this is a new development that has like this office tower, a bunch of residential buildings,
I see.
and
Yep.
a shopping mall is also going to be in there. Like further down Wellington, it runs all the way down the block, right? And there's like a really nice looking mall that's sort of like an outdoor style mall, but it has like a big glass roof over it to protect people from the elements,
Wow.
Yeah. Kind of like an arcade style mall.
Yeah, you see Toronto. I don't see the logo there.
Yeah. And Shopify was going to be the lead tenant in this new office building, but then they just announced recently that they changed their mind. So, because they're going to be all concentrating on work from home now. And
You said Spotify, right?
Shopify.
Shopify.
Yeah.
Shut that off.
So now they lost their lead tenant. This office building was built thinking that Shopify would occupy like a huge part of the building, and now that's not the case. So they're going to have to find a new tenant now.
Sorry. Guy's standing his car here, I think. No? Do you know, is Front Street closed off? Can I get to the bridge and across?
I don't know if it's closed off. It wasn't last time I walked down there.
I have to get around this traffic here.
I just realized I didn't delete some old videos on my camera, so there's not enough space here. I'm gonna have to stop the video and then delete some
Oh, no.
old videos and then restart it again.
Oh, no.
So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'll be back in a flash. There might be a bit of a blip in the video.
The problem stops. I think it's on French 24 side.
Oh, wow.
Do you have that problem?
No.
Hmm.
Maybe like, yeah, a broadcasting issue or something. My YouTube has been a bit spotty lately, but that's about it.
The Globe and Mail used to have a building right. No, there it's still there. A couple blocks down. Is that where they moved?
No, they moved on King Street East down by Parliament Street. It's like a big new office building. It's really nice, actually.
I'm going to turn here, guys. Take my chances. Oh, you should
Gotta watch out for these guys.
Yeah.
They do whatever they want. Those delivery people on bikes, they don't care.
That is very true.
Yeah, they just
Yeah, the old
through red lights, down sidewalks, wrong way on a one-way street, you name it, they do it. Yeah. So this is that well development. It goes all the way down.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is something. I did some work for the Globe and Mail years ago. I was a photographer here for years.
Oh yeah.
Did work for the Globe and Mail and Toronto Magazine. Does this still exist, Toronto Magazine? Not sure.
I don't know. There's Toronto Life magazine.
Toronto
but
Life, that was
is
it.
that the one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that still exists.
That was always a, if you could get a commission from them, because that gave you the exposure in the city.
Right.
It was a big deal. And they paid. I mean, they gave you $400 or something, you know, to cover everything. Nothing, peanuts really. But the exposure you got from it, wow.
Yeah, they just had an article recently that got a lot of media attention. That one I showed you, Megan, where the woman moved from Mississauga to outside of Edmonton, and then
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Moved
right.
back?
I remember
and then
that.
she moved back because she hated it. Yeah.
Well, Edmonton's a tough spot.
Yeah, she wasn't even in the city of, like, she was, from what it sounds like in the article, she was on the outskirts of Edmonton, like maybe even in Leduc or something like that, right?
Leduc, okay.
It's like,
South.
it's like, why would you move there? Like,
The
yeah,
airport's in Leduc, right?
yeah,
If I remember correctly.
yeah. So we took a little detour down Front Street, and now we're on Bathurst.
We're going to take a right turn and sort of squirrel our way underneath the bridge over here, the Gardiner.
Yeah.
And we'll pick up the Gardiner over by, what is that street? You'll see.
Gonna cut through the Fort York neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, GO trains lined up there.
Yeah. That's like their storage area, more or less.
Did you ever fall asleep in the train, Megan?
Oh, all the time.
I mean, to the point where you end up in the yards?
Okay, well, no, not.
I've done that.
You fell asleep on a bus once, didn't you? Like standing up
Yep.
on the Go bus?
No, I was on the Milton bus. And,
Oh, right, that was it.
You know, bus drivers are supposed to check the bus before they,
Yeah.
at the end of the route, make sure I was sleeping. I'd fallen asleep. And I woke up, he was halfway back to Toronto. And I scared the poop out of him because he didn't think, he thought the bus was empty. And I kept jumping up, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. The bus starts swerving.
Jeez.
Yeah, but he drove me back.
Wow.
Can you do me a favor? In my bag, there's like a little black case with my earbuds in it. Can you just grab them for me, please? No, tiny case.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. So it's traffic.
Why is this bag so hard to find things in? Yeah.
Alright, sorry guys, I just have to take a call.
This is Lakeshore now.
Oh, yes. Oh, Fleet Street. That's the street you're talking about.
Oh, this is new. Lakeshore's the next one.
Okay.
Hey. Okay.
You know, this is all reclaimed land, right? From Lake Ontario.
Yeah.
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 Front Street used to be the.
Where the lake went up to, yeah.
Hey. Here.
They're turning it down at the Ontario Place.
They're redeveloping it, but they're going to maintain a lot of the structures and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like all that, the pods and everything, they're going to keep those. And
What are
the
the IMAX?
Cinesphere. Yeah, they're going to keep that too.
Keep the IMAX theater.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
This ramp to the Gardiner closes, or used to close. I think it's at 4 p.m. or 3:30. I'm still there.
Oh. Like that. No.
Yeah. So Okay, so what I just sent you the link in our Slack channel for her calendar. So just to give you some context, so that post is going up on the 4th, the blog post.
Thanks.
She'll be posting it on her website on the weekend, so probably the Sunday or Monday.
The ramp's closed.
But on the Monday, on the 2nd, we have a post like introducing her going back to school and sort of setting the context, and then the next post after that is the blog. So I was sort of using it as a way to position her as a bit of like having a bit of expertise in that particular stream, because she does want to ramp up her efforts more towards ministering, especially to like younger people. So I was angling it to give her a little bit of expertise and a little bit of that foundation, so that when we start amping up. Yeah, it's been 2 years, I think.
They got it closed so early. Closed. Interesting.
It earmarked when she first wanted to start doing
Well, we'll
ministry,
do a
like way
tour
back
of
in
Lakeshore
2011,
All right.
and tied it into like her overall efforts of other things that she's done. So it was kind of just
Well, I've never had Lakeshore Boulevard on my channel before. I have had the Gardiner before, so this is something new.
We're
I've
going to
done.
drive right by the Palais Royale. Do you know that place?
Yeah,
Old jazz club from the 20s.
yeah, yeah. One of my favorite bands, Sloan, has a live album from that location, live at the Palais Royale. Lakeshore Boulevard heading west. That's the Gardiner just on the right.
You got a speeding ticket here once going the other way.
Oh yeah?
Cop jumps out, caught me, pulled in, and it was like $80 or something. I wasn't working at the time, and I said, geez, I just between jobs, and I wasn't trying to con him or anything. He said, go to court, don't worry, I'm not going to show up.
Right.
And I did. I
Yeah.
threw it out of court. This is the old, what is this club? This is the Boulevard Club.
Boulevard Club.
Yep. She.
Okay, so do we want to change that up then in the calendar? And then sort of push that more into January?
I wonder why they have that ramp closed. 'Cause
Yeah.
I bet half these people are going to the
And just
QEW
how
or the
she
Gardiner.
got there and sort of
Look at the traffic's flowing.
Yeah.
QEW.
They're just trying to make life difficult for everyone trying to get out of town for the holidays. Yeah.
As a driver, you're sitting in traffic like this, and you run into a situation like this where they close a ramp.
Yeah.
Who makes these decisions?
I know, right?
Because it's on this, somehow. Because it doesn't close till later in the afternoon. Closer to
Yeah.
rush hour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think if we want to go that deep with it, we're gonna have to sit down with her for sure. Yeah.
There's no free lunch. Either way, you got to pay. Yeah, there's the Palais Royale right there.
Oh yeah. And way back in the day, there was an amusement park around here, right? Sunnyside? Sunnyside Amusement Park.
I think so. Sunnyside Pool is just over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'd had her on a pretty strict schedule for vlogs like throughout October when we were building out to her book launch, but then we sort of let her like run with it herself to see how she was doing. So
Interesting. Eastbound is empty. No traffic. I don't know if there's an accident up there soon. Here come some cars.
yeah.
Did you ever watch Asphalt Planet?
Asphalt Planet?
There's a guy, he does,
Like on YouTube?
yeah, he goes on freeways all
Yeah,
over the world.
I've seen his channel, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of freeway driving channels that I've watched. Yeah.
love driving. And I don't mind saying I get on that channel sometimes over lunch and just drive down Santa Barbara Freeway or something.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, I've watched lots of those videos.
Finally.
Yeah, that was quite the slog, eh? Just
Yeah.
getting from basically Spadina Avenue to here. And all of a sudden the traffic just flows, you know? What was stopping it from flowing on Lakeshore? It's like that meme I've seen posted online a few times, says like, why are traffic jams even a thing? Just go.
Yeah.
Just
go.
Just go. It's like, what's stopping you from going in the first place? There has to be a car at the very beginning that is the reason why everyone else is slowing down, right?
The trucks on the 401 anyway, I know, I used to drive the 401 all the time. They cause a lot of backup because when they come into a glut of traffic, they slow down and it takes them so much longer to gear up to get going.
Yeah.
So you'll have like 10 car lengths in front of them.
Wow.
You know, as they're gearing up, right? And then they gotta come to a stop. But all the trucks on the 401, there's thousands of them. Each one of those has 10 car lengths in front of it.
Right.
It's a lot of space.
Place is huge, yeah. Guess they supply all the food for the whole Toronto area.
Yep. Yeah, any vegetables you buy probably came in there.
So we'll... and she really does like need that direction, because she'll just sort of set things and yeah. The only thing though that I'm concerned about with that is that I'm just concerned about pushback, because she'll write things and feel sort of called to write them, and they're like, she has a reason for it. That's her own reason. Okay, all right, thank you. Because I suspect there might be some pushback. Yeah. Yeah, and I think it makes sense to integrate that into her pillars, but yeah, it does need a yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because then where is it driving to? Because I see sort of, like I see the big picture being that this is something we can use as further social proof for Sandy, and also to help her make those connections that she wants to be making. But yeah, it needs to drive towards that. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to touch base with Sandy today and just make sure that we get that meeting set with her for the new year, and I will schedule it as soon as possible so that we can start hammering out some of this new direction. Okay, so would you rather have it like yeah, that's the plan for next week. We're going to schedule a brainstorming session next week, and we'll have some ideas fleshed out. I started a doc for Gary for that purpose, and we have a few things there, but we have to do that for Sandy also. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would be good, because she's really good at that. She did that for Sandy, like all the whole lead up to the book launch. That was like all of her. That was her show. She nailed it. So she's really good at that. Yeah, me too. All right, no problem. Bye.
onto the 427 heading northbound. There's a cool skyline view here I'll be panning over to. graveyard?
Yeah. There's an old, quote, ghost town.
Really?
They built the freeways around.
Oh,
this
wow.
is the intersection of the 427, the 401.
Yeah.
So they took over a lot of land, but they left the graveyard. And you can see it. We're going to be there in a second off
Okay.
to the left. The tombstones are still there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
I used to kid my kids. I'd say, oh, well, there's an accident. They just throw them in there. Drive careful.
Right?
At least the traffic's not so bad right now.
What's that?
At least the traffic's not so bad right now.
Not bad.
Not good either. Yeah.
Well, we're moving.
Yeah.
Which is in about 2 hours, it'd probably be a parking lot here. As we come around this corner, this turn to the left, the graveyard's just down in there.
Okay. Right in here? Oh, I see it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess I just never really took note of that before.
Old 200 years, that's what's in there.
To the 401. So we're going to be leaving Toronto city limits and entering Mississauga. Go, region municipality of Peel, of which Mississauga is part of. And there's the sign, Mississauga, population 722,000. So from here on in, we just continue west on the 401 to Guelph. So I'm going to start wrapping up the video as we made our way from right in downtown Toronto on Spadina Avenue, getting stuck in traffic on Lakeshore Boulevard for a while, and then northbound on the 427 from the Gardiner Expressway up here to the 401. Leave a comment below if you enjoyed the ride, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also be sure to hit the notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal as well as via my merch store. And there's also a super thanks button right down below if you'd like to support the channel that way. And you can find me on Instagram also under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and be sure to keep checking back because, as always, I will continue.